Keaton reference.
Who the f is Michael Keaton?
He's a Mr. Mom.
I don't know. It's before my time.
What's up, everybody? I'm Paulie. This is Dom G. We're with the Reverse Room Company. Today, we'd like to share with you and focus on the closed guard, on how to break and pass with some of our key fine details that might help you guys. So if you're frustrated, you're having a hard time, this video is for you.
Awesome. Let's get into it.
All right, guys, let's start with a day one guard break, right? This is more of a novice beginner guard break, right? But you'll learn in day one. We don't have the luxury here with no gi, right? With having the gi, grabbing and moving and, being able to pin their arms down and things. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have my hands, I'm gonna put them on his hips, right? I'll show you the guard break first before we do anything. My hands are on his hips. I come up off my legs, or my ankles rather. I line my knee up with his tailbone, and I come back, and I pick a knee up, right? So let's bring it right here just a little bit. So with this guard break here, my hands are gonna be on his hips, right? I'm gonna come up off my ankles a little bit. I'm gonna align my knee in his tailbone. When I do, I don't lean way forward like this, right? He's gonna pull me forward, I'm gonna lose it, right? So I'm gonna come up, making sure that my spine is straight up and down. I come up, I switch my knee in his tailbone, and I'll come back. As I do, I sit back, I use my elbows to open, and my knee comes up. When it does, my hand stays on his hip, my left hand comes to his knee here, and I get ready for a knee cut pass. I'll step right over, he'll turn to his side, of course. I'm already blocking, right? Go ahead and bring this knee shield up. I'm already blocking this way with my elbow, leaning into him a little bit. As I do, I'm coming forward. I'd like to reach for his head here. When I do, I'll go ahead and block and frame. When I do, my hand, watch my left wrist, you guys, it'll fold in. When it does, I'm able to still sneak in here. He could be pushing with his hand here, it's fine. But when he does, I just lean over on it and I get the pass, right? So let's get a different angle here. All right, so let's scoot in just a little bit here. Perfect. So you'll see what's going on here with my knee and his tailbone, and then my left leg turning back. Because I'm using my hip and turning to break, right? So I come up off my ankles, right? And when I do, my knee comes in line with his tailbone. I don't want to lean forward to him bringing him with his knees forward and bringing me forward, right? So I drop back. Notice, watch my left leg as I drop back, and this knee here is acting as a wedge, right? So I come up, I sit back. Now watch, without even any hands, as I sit back and I turn my hip, his guard opens. I'm creating distance, you guys, and that's key to opening his guard, right? I can make him a little pain compliant with my elbows, but that's really not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make some distance. That's an extra additive when I'm able to bring those elbows down in there. So my hands, again, are right here on his hips. I'm coming up off my ankles, putting my knee, and it's acting as a wedge in his tailbone. As I sit back and I turn my hips, my knee is gonna come up. Always the knee comes up right away when during an open guard break. Now when I do, he's gonna turn to his side, but I'm pinning his knee down with my hand as I'm stepping over for this knee cut position. When I do, he wants to bring in this knee for the knee shield, but I'm already blocking with my arm. Now, as I come down here for this knee cut position, he's going to be on his side framing as I want to come up and over. I'm not going to be able to get through. So what I'll do is I'll fold my hand in, my left wrist. When I do, I'm able to reach for his face. He'll be blocking here just a little bit. When he does, I just turn my shoulder a little bit. Watch me turn my shoulder and lean forward. I'm able to cross face and get this pass. I can go for the underhook on the side, but I'd rather just hit his hip here, all right? So I'll show you guys once again. All right, so my hands are on his hips. I come up off my ankles. I put my knee in line with the spine, acting as a wedge. I create some distance. As I do, I turn my hips. My knee comes up. I step over for this pass. He's blocking here, no problem. My hand comes in underneath, right? Boom. I reach for his face, and I get the pass. All right, so sometimes you'll get a reaction, right, where we'll get this angle, and you'll be able to see. And it all depends on what knee you're bringing up and what your opponent is doing. There's no right knee and wrong knee. A lot of times guys will ask, well, should I pick up my left knee? Should I pick up my right knee? It's whatever you feel comfortable with, and then how you're going to chain your pass together or what your opponent's reaction is. And this is what I mean. So I prefer to pick up my right knee when I do this, right? It's just, I can do both sides, but I like this side. So when I do, I get this guard break and I pick up my knee. When I do, he doesn't shrimp to that way. He shrimps this way. He turns this way to defend it. Well, I'm not gonna knee cut this way anymore, right? So what I do is, as soon as he did that, I knew that I need to bring my right knee down over. When I bring it down, you'll see my back hand block his knee or go under his thigh here. When it does, I'm leaning forward, right? Boom, I'm cross facing here. When I cross face, I'm really driving him forward. Watch me drive forward and I'll backstep here. My right leg stays in, or ankle, and now I'm able to bring him back down, right? So I'll do it a little faster, right? Just a little bit. I'm here, I'm getting ready to break. I come back, my leg comes up, bam, perfect. Look, I'm already here. I'm already coming through. He wants to bring this forward, but I'm already grabbing his thigh here, right? And when I do, I'm reaching for his head. Boom. I backstep out. As I backstep, you'll notice, look at his head here, right? As I backstep, it puts more pressure on him, and I'm able to come down. If he wants to start coming up and building up, it doesn't matter. I bring him back down, right? I can bring him back down, and I get the pass, right? So one more time on that one, right? So I wanted to break his guard, get the knee cut, right? But I wasn't able to. I come back, break, man, I'm already dropping. Boom. Coming through and bringing him back. So, you know, when I break, remember my knee is gonna come up again. I can't emphasize this enough, you guys. My knee automatically comes up. If I just break the guard, right, and I'm here, and I break, and then all of a sudden, you know, he decides just to close his guard and pull me back in, it's no good. So I'd like to pick up my knee. You know, that's super important. The guard is open, pick up a knee, right? Hands are on the hips. Now, I get a different reaction from him, right? So I come back, I go to break his, nice. Man, as I made that distance, his knees came up. I was still able to pick up my knee. At the same time, you guys, now I can't knee cut. I'm not doing any of this going the other direction. My elbows are gonna come down and underneath. When they do, they go right here on his hips, right? Now, I would still like to come through, and sometimes it's hard, I can't, it's still gonna push me away. With my knee here, I wanna bring my right knee on the outside of my elbow. When I do, I lean to my left side, you guys. When I lean to my left side, and he can even be heavy here, right? He can be heavier. I drop. Notice my knee came to the outside, right here. It was here initially. I wanted to get this pass, right? So I lean to my left side, I drop my knee, and now it goes on the outside of my elbow. When it does, now I'm able to come forward. When I come forward here, you'll see I'll drop here, join my hands together. I don't want to hang out here. We'll talk about that in a minute, right? Now I can either rock forward and get my knees underneath, right? And then just get ready to start to pass. Or, right, as I do, he wants to kind of start to defend. I just rock him forward. Perfect. You'll see my hand here as I go to pass. When I do, I don't want to be reaching high where he just pushes it away. It's no good, right? I'm bringing it across low on his chest and across his throat. When I do, I'm always leaning forward. My trail leg is blocking him. I'll do both sides, right? And I'm able to get the pass here, right? And come over, right? So we'll straight up here like this a little bit, right? So I go for this guard break, right? I want the third option, right? Which is the double underpass. I go to break the guard, right? He's already coming through. Man, my hand's already underneath. My knee is here on the side, right? He's not gonna lay here. His legs are gonna come up. We're gonna go on and say, man, I'm in trouble here, right? But I got both hands in, right? Which is super important. As I lean to my left side, bring my knee out to circle this way a little bit, right? As I do, I'm here. You'll see me lean, watch my knee, boop, and I drop. Boop, and I drop. I don't even wait. I get my hands together and start the pass. If I hang out here, right, what is Dom gonna do? If I hang out here, he's gonna pull me in a no-arm triangle, right, and finish me there. Believe me, that's real. That'll happen, right? So I come through now right away. I rock him forward, right? Now maybe I decide to go to the other side. My hand comes across low, right on his chest. I grab his shoulder here. I can drop my elbow to make it worse, right? As I bring him through and drop my elbow to choke, or I'm kind of using my knee, my right knee to bring him up. I'll get ready to come through and pass. Right now I'm ready to go through. And you're not gonna hit the buggy on me. So one more time, I'll show all three of those together, right? All depends what I'm gonna do here, right? My hands are on his hips. I come down. Now maybe I wanna hit this knee cut. Perfect, I come through with the knee cut. Get ready, he cross faces, boom, I'm underneath, I'm down, right? Maybe he decides to go the other way. I sit back, come back, boom, I'm already doing what? Driving and backstepping, and I'm coming up. Right? I could chain them together. I don't have to do all those always in that order, but when you learn them, have some kind of direction when you do it, right? So I'm back. Now he just comes through. I'm gonna hit the double under, right? Boom! I'm right underneath. Right? I don't even wait. I drop down to the side. I come forward. I get ready to pass. Right? So I'm moving kind of fast on that one, but you put them all together. If I'm solo and I break the guard, when I break the guard, my knee is up. My knee is up. Boom. All right, I broke the guard. My knee is up. Right? And I'm going to get ready to pass. When I break that guard, hands are on the hips, knee comes in line with the tailbone, and I slide back. I slide back. I can't break the guard if he's on top there.
So I got a couple more details and some troubleshooting when you run into some issues with this knee cut. Because this is one of my favorite passes. One of the details I'd like to share with you though is that even though Paul mentioned you don't have the luxury of the gi, so we're not grabbing the lapels or the pants. You could end up in these positions even like a scramble, like if it was a open guard, right? I don't need to necessarily, like if I step in here, I could pin his leg down, check in his hip, and I'm in this knee cut position, right? So once I'm in this knee cut position though, one of the important details is that you don't let this knee shield come in. Like Paul said earlier, I'm monitoring this knee with this elbow, right? I want this elbow tight to me, and I'm creating a frame. I'm kind of leaning into this knee shield so that it's unable to come in. So if he does get it in though, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this hand here, and I'm gonna scoop underneath the knee on the ground. I'm gonna rock Paul back up to the middle, swing my elbow back to the inside, and I'll bring him back down so that I have the superior position here. Then I could go to finish the knee cut pass, right? I slide out and I come through. One last problem you might run into, and this took me 7 years to figure out. So hopefully I could share that and help you out here. So this is from Daniel Gracie down in Henzo. So shout out to Daniel Gracie. This blew my mind, right? So when you're knee cutting, I was always knee cutting at almost like a 45-degree angle, just trying to drag my knee out this way. And so we'll turn so that they can see this. Go this way. Keep going right there. Okay. So if Paul triangles his legs, my foot can get stuck. And now you can kick the bottom leg, kick the top leg, and drag it out. But it can be difficult, especially if the guy is, just die hard on this ankle. Randall, we're looking at you. So we're pulling, and you're pulling, and you're pulling, and you're just not getting this leg out. So if you look at this, this is how he showed me, right? If Paul triangles his leg on this arm here, there you go, right? And I'm pulling towards the camera. I'm pulling, I'm pulling, I'm pulling. It's never gonna come out. But if I change the angle and pull this way, it's effortless and it slides right out. And he's still squeezing. It's not like
I'm squeezing.
He's just letting me pull that out there, right? So the same thing applies for this knee cut. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take from my knee all the way to my ankle, and this whole section I'm gonna slide out to the side while I'm hitting the laces down, right? So if I'm in this knee cut position, right, and I'm going to pass, I'm gonna go laces down, and I'm gonna slide my knee out to the side. Yeah, so like as I come through, I'm out this way. And then I'm coming through. It's gonna make your knee cut that much more powerful. Now we'll go back down.
Sure, and guys, and it doesn't make a difference which way you're figure four-ing your legs. The concept still applies. It's still going to come out, man.
Yeah. No, that's a super powerful detail. But like we said, you don't have the luxury of grips without the gi. So come here, guard.
All right, right here.
So again, this is great, and they teach you this on day one, and it's fundamental movements that you could hit in scrambles, and you could do this. It's not that it's wrong, but we do think it's better to stand up and no gi. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to go thumbs up, and I'm going to push, but not into Paul's armpits, where he's going to be able to like fold his arms down and put pressure on my thumbs. I'm going to go an inch off to the side onto his biceps. And now all of my weight is going to be transferred into my hands as I look over Paul's head. I want my eyes directly over his head. And what that does is it allows my legs to become light. So I could either walk up, keeping all of my weight down on his biceps, or I could hop up. All right, once I'm up, I don't want to stay here and let Paul pull a high guard and pull me back down and start attacking my arms. So once I'm up, I stand up. And I lean, I pick a side, and from my head to my ankle, I lean my whole body over one side, and I start to turn my hip like Paul showed earlier as I start pressing down on the foot. So his guard will break, and he's got one of two reactions that you have to address. So the first, we'll look at if he grabs one foot. So if he traps one foot, what I want to do, we'll turn here. He grabs one foot, I want to backstep. You're more balanced this way, and you're able to pop your hips forward, right? I could kick. Now, if we look at his fingers, right, I can't kick my foot this way. I'm going to run into his hand. But what I can do is kick it this way because he can't grip me here. So I pop my hips forward, I kick, I could step back. Now we're into another one of my favorite styles of passing. This is like a Toreando style pass. So I could rock Paul up, and this makes Paul easy to turn. If I keep his hips on the ground, I don't get that much motion, right? It's gonna be harder to pass. So I rock him up, and now you don't wanna be one directional with this. I like to throw in a fake to keep Paul guessing. I don't wanna just come around, he's gonna be able to track me this way, right? But if I throw a fake, like I'm going this way, and then come around, you're gonna be a lot more successful with this. So I like the fake. Boom, boom, and I come around. The final detail that puts this all together is that I'm cross-stepping. So I'm stepping across my body, and I'm staying tight to Paul when I do this. But just for demonstration purposes, right, I'm stepping across. I'm not stepping like the same side foot where he's just able to grab my ankle and re-guard. It's not gonna work. So I give him a fake, I turn him, I cross step, and then I point my knee towards Paul. By doing this, that stops the legs from coming through. And even if you get to here, I've passed, right? So that's like the importance of pointing that knee, cross stepping. You can come down to knee on belly. You come down into side control. It's fantastic. Now, we'll look at the second option here, or the second reaction that you're gonna get when you stand up. And that's if he grabs both ankles. And now this is a Gordon detail, so shout out to Gordon. It's a fantastic little series here. So my hands are on his biceps. I'm looking over his head. Makes my legs light, I could stand up. I go to break, and if you're with the upper level guys, they're gonna break on their own terms once they feel like they're lost. They're not gonna let you just break and have your way with them. So he breaks, he's anticipating, he's losing this battle. I'm gonna grab his knees and pinch my knees together, right? By grabbing his knees, it's gonna soften the blow when I land. He goes to dump, and we're back. I keep my knees pinched. I lean back and I pick my hips up as I grab his ankles. I keep his ankles elevated, and this shuts his hips down. So you can split the legs and go into leg entanglements, but for the sake of passing, we're gonna go into this leg drag style pass. And so I will pass his feet off to one side with a lean. This makes my right leg light. I tuck it, check this far hip, and secure the pass. A common problem I see with this, here we'll turn a little bit so I can give you a different angle. Go right here.
All right.
Okay. So a common problem I see is when you're trying to get up, right? And you're sitting square up with the guy, you can't pull your leg underneath, right? Without leaning out to the side, whether you get up on this hand. And again, I'm checking that far hip, but this is what makes the leg light and able to pull underneath me. If I'm just sitting here again, you're like, I can't get up. Well, of course you can't. You gotta lean, come up, collapse the legs, and secure the pass.
Notice he's redirecting me too with his hips at the same time. Also, go back down, Dom.
Yeah.
And grab my legs same way. You know, I noticed he comes through. The guys will sit up here. It don't make a difference, man. I don't feel like when I'm here, I don't feel comfortable. I almost want to like let go to get ready to scramble out. So guys are gonna be like, well, just sit up. Well, you can, but his knees are pinched. Yeah, I gave him the pass. I just gave him the pass there, guys. You know, when he pinches his legs, it slingshots my legs. Lots of different things going on when you feel it, you know.
So yeah, that's all we got for you today. There's a ton of passes, and later we're gonna get into the half guard passing, seated guard passing, but we wanted to keep it pretty basic for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that bell for us. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. We love making all this content for you guys, and we love all the support that you're showing us. Let us know what you guys want to see in the future, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.